Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and my very first YouTube video. My name is Sanjana and today I created this blue kind of orangey smoky eye, and if you want to see how I achieve this look, then just keep on watching. So starting off with skincare, I'm going in with the 4th Ray Beauty Good Mood Gel Moisturiser and just massaging that pretty much all over my face. Next I'm going in with the Turmeric Face Milk from 4th Ray Beauty and focusing that on the T-zone of my face and just massaging the excess to the rest of my face. I'm going to just prep my lips with the PawPaw Ointment. You can use whatever lip balm you have before going in with the Badescu facial mist just to kind of freshen up the face. So I've done my brows off camera and I'm just going to go in with the P.Louise Bases in the shade 0 and 5. And I'm just going to use that to carve and clean up underneath my brows before applying that to the remainder of my lid. And I'm just going to pat that in place before going in with a sponge to blend it out more seamlessly. So I'm going to go into the MMMMitchell X BeautyBay palette, and using the shade Moody Mitch, I'm just focusing that on the outer corner and the inner corner of my eyes before applying a little bit of that shade in the crease and just slowly building up that intensity. So with a more precise pencil brush, I'm dipping into the shade Mafia and just applying that to the outer and inner corner. It's pretty much like a black shade and I'm just using that to kind of create a bit of depth and definition to the eyes, and then just blending that in with the blue. Next I went in with the shade Main, which is like this burnt kind of brick color. It is a very beautiful color. I just wasn't really a fan of this color with this eye look, but I applied that to my crease before going in with the shade Mental, which is like this beautiful orange color, and I just applied that to my crease and just further extended that crease and elongated that outer corner. As you can see, I'm not really liking how this looks turning out, but we don't give up here. I'm going to go into the shade Mega, which is like this beautiful navy duochrome shimmery shade, and I'm just popping that all over my lid and just being more precise with the flat shader brush before going into the shade Marine, which is like this whitened icy blue shimmer, and just popping that on the centermost part of the eyelid. I then am going in with this JaksOrganic face wipe just to kind of clean up any fallout before going in with my base makeup. So now for base, I'm going in with the Tarte Clean Slate Poreless Face Primer, and I hate this. I am not a fan of this. It is so thick, it is so silicone-y feeling. It felt so uncomfortable applying this, so yeah, probably won't use this again. But then I went in with the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in the shade Golden Tan and just applied that all over my face. I will warn you right now, when I apply this to my forehead, it will look a lot lighter than the shade of my forehead. But trust me, when bronzing and contouring all comes in, the look will look good. Yeah, so now I'm just getting a damp sponge and I'm just going to blend that foundation out, and yeah, enjoy my facials. Don't forget your ears. So going in with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Medium 32, I'm just applying that underneath my eyes. I did apply a lot. You don't really need this much of this concealer. A little bit does go a long way. But I applied that underneath my eyes and kind of just blended that out with a sponge. I then also, you'll see later on, but I then go into applying that to the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my chin, just to kind of highlight those areas. And yeah, blend that away, guys. I'm then going in with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Deep Dark 58, and I'm just using that to kind of cream contour, just applying that to the hollows of my cheekbones, and like I said, a little bit does go a long way, so that's why I just put dots of these, and then just blended that out with a sponge. Yeah, so I applied that to my cheekbones, then to the edges of my forehead, and then a little bit on my jawline. As you can see, that forehead is looking much better, if I don't say so myself. So going in with the Australis Liquid Strobe Illuminating Drops in the shade Gold. This was actually a new product for me that I was trying out for the first time in this video. And I don't really mind it, actually. It's not that bad. I just applied it to the areas I would usually highlight, so the high points of my face, and just blended that in. Oh, I forgot I added that in here. Oh god, yeah, that hand belongs to my very loved brother. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so I used that and then went in with the Colourpop No Filter Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent, and just used that to bake and set underneath my eyes, as well as my T-zone, or the areas that I highlighted, or not highlighted, concealed. And then I went in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and just used the contour shades to set the areas I cream contoured. Yeah. Then I'm going in with that loose setting powder and just using that to kind of clean up and make my contour look a bit more crisp. Oh, I'm so bad at explaining things, but yeah, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And just as quick as I apply it, I literally get a brush and wipe it off almost straight away, because I don't want it to bake and make my face brighter in that area. So yeah. So going back to the eyes, I'm using the designer brand Kohl pencil. It's just a black eyeliner and I'm just applying that to my waterline. I honestly don't know how you girls and boys like apply eyeliner with one hand. I literally can't. But then yeah, anyways, I'm using the shade Mafia, which is that black shade from the MMMMitchell X BeautyBay palette, just to kind of set the eyeliner in place, before going into the shade Moody Mitch, which is that navy blue, and just further smoking out that lower lash. I guess I decided that I needed to build up the intensity of the outer and inner corner of my eyelids, so I went in with that brush that I used on my lower lash and into the shade Moody Mitch, which is that navy blue, and just built up that intensity before going in with the shade Marine to make sure that inner part of my eyes were poppin'. I then went into the shade Mental just to kind of make it a bit more cohesive with the top lid and blend out that smokiness on my lower lash before extending my outer corner to my temples. This part isn't necessary in my opinion, but I went in with the e.l.f. liquid liner in the shade Jet Black and just applied that to my lash line before going in with the Colourpop BFF mascara in the shade Black on Black and just applied that to my top lash and my lower lash just to kind of prepare them for falsies. So for falsies, I went in with the AOA Faux Mink lashes in the shade Jeans, and yeah, not a fan of these lashes. The band on this lash was just so thick and so hard to work with, and I just felt like, I guess I'm not used to lashes this dramatic. You'll see me kind of like get over it as soon as I put it on, see? Yeah. So now we're continuing into the face makeup. I'm using the Savvy Classic blush in the shade Cherry and just applying that to my cheekbones. And then I also applied a bit of this to my nose just to kind of add some color to my face. Then for highlight, I'm going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills X Nicole Guerrero highlight palette. I freaking love this palette so much. I'm just using the shade Glow Getter just on the high points of my face, and look at that glow, look at that glow, yes. Then going into one of my all-time favorite setting mists, this is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist, just to kind of set my face and my makeup as well as melt all that face product into place. And then for lips, I'm going into the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade, I think this is Chocolate Wasted. I will have all the products that I've used in this video in the description box down below, but I'm pretty much using this beautiful chocolatey shade and mostly focusing that on the edges of my lips because I do want to lighten up the center with another lipstick, which you will see soon. Next I'm going in with the Colourpop lipstick in the shade Hotline. This is a matte X formula, and I'm just popping this on the center of my lips and just blending that out with a brush. If you want, you can leave the lips as it is, but I felt like I needed to add a gloss, so I went in with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade, I think Macadamia, but I will leave it in the description box down below if I am wrong. And yeah, I applied that to my lips and I finished this look off. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I don't really know how I felt about this look, but comment down below what you guys thought. If you have any suggestions on what you guys want me to do in the future, please also leave that in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Ta-ta!